and welcome to my channel. Today I have 3 beautiful farmhouse style DIYs for outdoors, so let's get starting. For this first DIY you're gonna need 2 pieces of scrap wood, or you can use the Dollartree signs, the long ones. I believe I cut mine at 60 centimeters and I think they're about 10 centimeters wide. So I'm gonna sand it all down so I can, after that I can stain my planks. I don't know why I'm showing you all so much of sanding. I'm done, so I'm taking my little ladybug vacuums so I can clean all the things up. And then I'm gonna, first I'm gonna glue them together, of course. But as you can see, there's a little bit of, it's a little bit crooked. So I'm using my craft sticks again to glue all the 2 planks together. And I use them sideways and long ways. So you get a nice support. After I have glued my sticks on the back, there's a little bit of gap at the front, so I'm gonna fill that up with it's kneadable wood, you call it in Holland. It dries like wood, and you can knit it in your hands so it gets sticky, I guess, and it looks like real wood when it's dry. So I'm gonna put that on the cracks. Let it dry real good, and then I'm gonna sand it down using my sandpaper again, as you can see, and then the ladybug again, so it's nice and clean. And then I can put my stain on it. I am using the stain in the color walnut. It's water based, so it doesn't smell. It's a very nice color and I like it. So when you stained all of the front, you're gonna stain the back. And now you can see how I glued the popsicle sticks on the back of the sign. I put it horizontally and vertically, so it's a nice and sturdy sign. So I'm now gonna stain the back, all of it. And then when I'm done, I'm going into my Cricut design space and I'm designing some leaves. And I'm weeding it out the other way so I can use my vinyl as a stencil. And I know the first one I'm gonna put on my sign is a little bit out of frame, but I show you how I put the other one on in frame. So you put your transfer stencil on and you scrape it down, you take it off and you just put it on your sign or project, whatever you want to call it. You put it down and you rub it a little bit, and then you can scrape it also, and then you can put it off. That's the one I was looking for. You scrape it down and you put it off the thing. I don't know how you call it in English. And then you put it down on your project. You scrape it down and you remove your transfer vinyl like that. Then I'm taking some paint, I guess. Oh no, scraping it down, putting it, you have to put it down real good on the sides. There's my paint in the color khaki green. I like this color a lot. And then I take just a makeup sponge. There it is. And you put it in the paint, just a little bit, and then you tap on the vinyl. If you see what I mean. I'm not good in explaining things, I guess, in English. I'm so sorry. But you put it down all the way across your stencil, every nook and cranny. And then as your paint is still wet, you're gonna pull it off, and this is so satisfying. Look, look. Wow, I love this part. It's the best part. So moving on to our next part, I'm taking the backside of a brush and I'm dipping it into my white paint so I can put some berries, flower, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, on my leaves. So I'm stampling away, just little dots, just a little touch of color. And then I went back to my design space and I designed the word welcome, and I cut it out on my Cricut. So now I'm weeding it, but as you can see, I didn't cut out the letter O. So I'll show you later what I will do with it. So that's the letters. You weed it out and I put my stencil vinyl on it. So you're scraping it down real good so you don't have any air bubbles. And then another piece, so I cut it into size. You can use the vinyl, the stencil vinyl, several times. So don't throw it away after one use. You can use it several times. It's the last one. Yep, just a little bit too long. So yes, there it is. And then you scrape it down, and you can put. Oh no, cut it to size. Okay. Yes, like this. You can put it off the carrier sheet. I think you call it carrier sheet in English. And then you can lay it down on your sign. Make sure it's in the middle. I don't like crooked signs. I hate them. Sorry, that's just me, I guess. So then you put it down straight. And you get your scraper tool again. And you scrape it down. So all the air is away underneath the letters. And then you can pull it back. So now I have these two, one little butterfly in the color white, and I initially wanted to paint this in the colors mustard, Rust-Oleum, and the color, I guess, green, blue, little stars. It's also from Rust-Oleum, and that's a blue color, as you can see, but I changed my mind. And then I take a piece of Velcro tape and I stick it on my board and on the back of the butterfly. Just wait for it. I will do it. Yes, you see. There it is. It's on the butterfly right now. And then I'm gonna glue it to the sign so I can switch it out. Maybe with the seasons. In the fall you can put a pumpkin on it. Christmas you can put a snowman or maybe Santa Claus. Sunflowers. You can do anything with it. But I changed my mind about the colors, so I will change that later on in the video. At the end you will see the real color. After I glue the butterfly on the sign, I'm gonna take my rope. It's the thicker rope. I think you can get it at the Dollartree. I bought it at Action in Holland, and I'm gonna glue that to the bag. It's not for hanging because the sign is too heavy to hang it on, but it's just decorative. And here is the end result of the welcome sign. As you can see, the butterfly is still blue and yellow, but I will change it in the color of the leaves above. It's khaki green. I like that a lot better. And now we're going to DIY number 2. For this DIY you're gonna need some clay pots and the saucer you can put them on. I'm gonna paint it in the color chalk white by Rust-Oleum. So the pot and the, how do you call it, a saucer? A saucer, I guess, where you can put the clay pot on. I don't know how you call it in English, but you get the idea. I'm gonna paint them both in the color white. After I'm done painting it white, I have these two little concrete birds at my yard, but they were outside in all the seasons, so they didn't look the best. So I'm gonna paint them in the color gray by Rust-Oleum, so I can put them on top of my riser. I think it's called a riser. Now all the two of the birds are painted, so I'm gonna glue the saucer to the clay pot with some all-purpose glue. I guess it's just about the same as E6000, and I'm gonna use also some hot glue, so I had the immediate hold, and the other glue is for the long-term hold, so I can glue my pot to the saucer. I initially was gonna leave it like this in just gray and white, but I didn't like it. It felt like something was missing. So as you can see in the next clip, I'm going to use some wax also by Rust-Oleum in the color white, and I'm gonna wax the birds. I'm using an old brush and I'm just stamping it on, just not too much at one time, because it dries very quickly, and then you can go over it with a tissue paper, and as you can see it brings out all the details of the bird, and I really like that. So, and now I'm gonna paint the little riser just the bottom in the color khaki green by Rust-Oleum, because I also thought it needed something more. But let me know in the comments down below, what would you do? Would you leave it all white and gray, or would you do something like this to it? I don't know, but let me know in the comments, please. And here is the end result of DIY number 2. I think they turn out great. You can see all the little details in the birds. I like it. And if you are still here, thank you so much, and please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. So let's go to DIY number 3. So for this last DIY you're gonna need a plastic pot container, I guess, and I'm gonna paint it all in the color khaki green. It's just a bit of the theme of the video, I guess, but I like the color khaki green a lot. It's just a very vibrant green color, so yes, it fits summer, I guess. So I'm gonna paint the whole pot in this color. So now I'm gonna paint a little wood butterfly also in the color khaki green. I had these lying in my stash. There's several sizes, but I chose the smallest one. And then I'm gonna take 3 beads, just wooden beads, and I'm gonna paint one of them also in khaki green, and the other 2 I thought I would painted them in chalk white, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. What did I take? Yes, it's the chalk white. So you're gonna paint that the 2 beads in chalk white. So when you're done with the beads and the little butterfly, I'm gonna distress the planter with chalk white. Again, I think it's just the theme of this video, use just chalk white and green. But if you like to use another color, it's also fine. It's all your own preference, and this video is just for inspiration. You can also alter the colors to the color you like. So now I'm distressing this little planter with the white. Yeah, I like it. So you distress with an old brush, dip it in the paint very light, and then I dip it off on my tissue paper, so I don't have too much paint. So you still can see the green underneath it. And that's the result. No. So then I clean up my paint. Okay. Put it away, and I think I'm gonna take some twine. Yes, I'm taking some twine, and I'm gonna wrap that around the top of the little planter, just to give it an extra touch of detail, I guess, I think. But again, if you don't like that, don't do it. You can also put some ribbon on it, or stickers, or I don't know, or just leave it plain. It's all your own choosing. So I'll wrap it around, I think 5 times, I don't know, just a few times, just randomly, nothing too fancy or neat, because I wanted to look a little bit old, I guess. Yes, a little bit old. So you wrap the twine around it and you glue it at the end, and then you then I'm gonna snip it off. Oh wait, no, another time. I just keep wrapping it. I don't know why. I film so much also. Okay, now. Oh yeah, I had troubles with my glue gun. It wasn't pushing the glue through, so there we go. I've noticed that my camera didn't record when I put the little butterfly on and the beads, but I just string the beads to the rope, and I glue the butterfly to the rope, and then I make a simple finger bow and put it in front of it. So now I'm just gluing the little pieces to the little planter, because they weren't hanging nice, I guess. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then when that's done, you're gonna take some floral foam, and I just cutting it to size to fit the little planter. There we go, just a little piece more, and after 2 pieces, okay, that's enough, I guess. Yes, and then I'm gonna take some rocks to put some weight in it, because it's very light. It's just plastic, so it can blow away. Then I'm taking this flowers. I don't know what type of flowers it is, but I think they're nice. They're adorable. They're just little greenery and blue and purple flowers. So I cut them to size, and then I'm gonna stick them into the planter, and there it is. And here is the end result. I put all the 3 DIYs together by my front door outside, and I just like it very much. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope I see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up. Bye!